Oh, camera. Oh, we're filming Stay Tuned animation. My bad. Pause. You know, just playing a little video game. No, not Call of Duty. I'm probably the only person in the world playing Sonic Generations. And of course, one of my favorite Sonic characters is Amy Rose. Bam! And that's who we're going to draw today. And while the intro plays, I'm going to play a little Sonic. Okay, I'm lying. I'm playing Call of Duty, but shh, we're going to draw a Sonic character. Alright, animators and gamers alike, let's get this drawing started on a fresh piece of paper. No tracing, of course. Now we're going to start with a regular pencil and a erasable colored pencil. You can pick them up at Rite Aid, wherever. They are my ninja swords, and we will do ninja work today. Alright, so we're going to lay out her body with 2 circles and a triangle slash circle. It's like when a triangle gets together with a circle, and they have a baby, and you get a triangle slash circle thing going on. Yeah, she's very disproportionate. Her head is huge. Her midsection is, you know, average for a girl. And then she has like the dress thing going on. It's a cute outfit. It's a cute ensemble. I'm thinking about getting it for my next weekend's adventure. Anyways, what we're gonna do is lay out the hands, the boots, the ears. She is a hedgehog, so she is gonna need some spikes as well. So, all right, so let's go ahead and lay out the eyes. The eyes are in the shape of a mask, kind of a robber type feel, if you will. And she's got massive hands. She's got man hands. She's got hands of a giant. Hands that you just wouldn't want to take out on a date. Can you imagine trying to buy like an engagement ring for this girl? This girl's got huge fingers, huge hot dogs on her hands. This girl's got huge hands. I'm just saying, huge. Anyways, like I said, when we're laying out the eyes and the spikes, we want to make sure that the edges are round but sharp. Round but sharp. Remember that. Keep that in mind. I put in a little tip right there, just so you know. Make a note of it. And when you're laying out the pupils, she's got kind of like cat eyes, a little bit of cat eyes, but they're kind of regular too. When we start to lay out the pupil, they're not going to be sharp. They're going to be round but sharp. Get it? I'm going to keep saying that a lot. When you're laying out the ears are like cat ears, and she also has a headband. You want to keep this head nice and round. You don't want to make the edges a squared edge. You want to make them nice and round. Now when you're working on the hand, the fingers, make sure they're proportionate to each other as well as proportionate to each hand. You want to make sure that's a good thing. Now let's start to work on her midsection. It's really awkward talking about what we're drawing, so I'm just going to say, let's draw her dress. This beautiful dress. Nice ensemble. She probably got it from JCPenney's, Macy's, Discount Clearance Center. I have no idea where most hedgehogs buy their clothes from. Probably right next to the shoe store where she got these huge boots. Have you seen these boots? They're not Timberlands. These things are timber boats. These things are huge. Next time there's a hurricane, we're stuffing everybody in her shoe. That's right, guys. It is time to clean up. That's where we take the regular pencil and start defining those edges. It's okay if there's a little bit of pink showing. It gives a real artistic feel and two-tone shading type of feel to your drawing, so it's okay. Now when you're starting to define the edges on the top of her eyelash, as for most girl characters, you want to give an extra thickness to the top. This is where her eyelashes go, but we'll get back to that. Now let's work on this pupil. We're going to give it a really cool, realistic type feel. So we're going to define the edge nice and dark on the outside, and then give a nice reflection on the inside of the pupil. But unlike most characters, the reflection is directly inside the middle of the pupil, not the entire eyeball. So make sure you keep that in mind, and make sure that the eyes are in an oval shape, not a traditional round shape, which is, once again, more like a cat, more like a hedgehog, which she is. Now go ahead and color in the nose, make it more of a triangle, a rounded triangle. And now let's work on the eyelashes. She has sharp pointed eyelashes just like her other spikes, and make sure they're nice and dark and thick. So it's like a rounded triangle once again. And now for the other eyelashes, they're tucked away behind her spikes. We're going to give these cool depth of field by tucking her eyelashes under her spike and having another one of her spikes from her head below it. So we're going to have a spike on top and a spike below. And that's the effect we're going for right there. Go ahead and make sure those edges are round but sharp. We want to look like she's cute, but she can still poke your eye out. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and finish off the other ear. You don't want her walking around with just one ear. That just wouldn't be right. And finish her headband along with this last dreadlock. And yeah, let's go ahead and start working on the mouth. Now, when you're working on the mouth, it's got a piece of her arm showing, but also you want to make sure that the mouth is not directly connected to her head, meaning you want to have it look like a separate piece. And when you're working on the specific mouth shape, make sure the bottom half of her mouth curves underneath the top. You'll see what I mean. Do you see what I mean right there? And make sure you shade it in nice and dark. And you know what? I don't really like the nose. Let's fix it. Oh, beautiful! Look at that. One quick swift erase made it smaller. Looks beautiful. Now let's work on her rolls and her skirt. Tuck that in. I'm sorry, Amy Rose. I didn't mean to call your body to say it has rolls, but seriously, it looks like you have rolls. But you know what? I don't get Amy Rose. The name. You got Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails the Fox, and Amy Rose. Seriously? Amy Rose. I don't get the name, but whatever. She's a cute character. Glad she joined the Sonic universe. And back to the drawing. Now, when you're drawing the thumbs, a good little trick. Measure up. Take a little pinch. Hold that pinch nice and tight, and put it towards the other hand. It's a good little measuring trick. Just make sure you lock your fingers into place. Otherwise, you're gonna have one huge thumb, one tiny thumb, and a lot of strange looks from people who shake your hand. They're like, whoa, wait a second, your thumb was small, and now I'm shaking your other hand, now your thumb is huge. This is not a problem I've had personally, but I know people. Now, working on the bottom of the skirt, it is a long curve to try and do in one perfect stroke, so what I recommend is going halfway and starting it from the other side and going the rest of the way. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble like I'm having right here on this top one. It's not a good story, it'll take forever. And it's just better just to go halfway. Don't try and be cool and go the full length. Now, when you're working on the boots, give her some extra room. I don't know why she bought these shoes so huge. I don't know if she was anticipating that she was never going to buy another shoe in her life, so she's going to buy them big so she can grow into them. I have no idea, but draw the Timberlands huge and give them some folds. Like I said, these are huge shoes, way too big for her, so obviously when she steps, she has some folds. And not only does she have folds in these Timberlands, she has some heels that we're going to be putting on, as well as a customized stripe down the middle. So let's go ahead and work on these heels first. Give them a nice little 3D look by putting an extra curve in there, which is difficult to do in one stroke. So go halfway and then go the other way. Look at that boot. That's beautiful, Vic. It's beautiful. Sometimes I got to encourage myself because it's such a long time to draw these things. But anyways, let's put this custom pinstripe on her shoe. And now with the finishing touches, she's ready to smash some boxes, save some critters, and maybe collect some rings around the world. Either way, she is Amy Rose. Good job, guys. Congratulations, animators. You guys made it from another tutorial. And if you want a chance to win my drawing that I just did, be sure to add me on Facebook, facebook.com/officialvicej, and repost this video, and I'll be sure to enter you in for the chance for me to send you out an autographed, personalized copy of my drawing that I did. It'll be all yours. You can show it off to your friends, whatever you want to do. So that's it for this week's episode. Be sure to come back next Friday for a new Stay Tuned animation tutorial, and be sure to check out any other videos right after this. Until next time, guys, we're gonna play some more Modern War. Sonic Generations. Yeah. Check out another video.